So my parents were teen parents. They had my mom had my brother when she was 17. They both dropped out of high school. They did get their GEDs. My mom actually went on eventually to get her nursing degree. She had her LPN license and then her RN license. And I think that really unlocked for her like the power of education, and my kids are going to get an education. Like it was non-negotiable in my house growing up. Like you will get that education, which was really easy for my brother. He was really smart. He went on to become a pharmacist, and he's doctor now, Dr. Jackson. And so great for him. But for me, school was really, really hard. And I know I really struggled, and my parents unfortunately didn't have, the education to really understand why I was struggling. And so when I was in the 4th grade, my teacher identified that I was having a hard time and had me tested for special education. And I was found to have a learning disability, and I was dyslexic. I remember studying for spelling tests all week long, and man, I failed every time I would fail those Friday spelling tests. It was just like my heart would sink getting that paper back. I'd get grounded every weekend. It was awful. Anyway.
But you're over it, right?
I'm over it. I'm not holding on to it at all. But knowing that my mom was really pushing education, when I did luckily get into college, I thought, well, I probably will never graduate because I just didn't feel that strong academically, but I'll do the best I can while I'm here. I'm gonna major in special education and try to figure out what is wrong with my brain and why I do work the way that I do. And so that's how I got into special education. I won't bore you with some of the details, but I met Scott Bess, who in the charter world, if you know Scott, he's kind of a big deal. He's really innovative and just a really great guy. He was opening the Excel centers, and he explained to me the premise of giving adults a second chance because they don't have that high school diploma. And that was like my background, right? My parents had to go back to school. They got a GED. I remember that struggle, and I really wanted to be a part of that work. So I did that for a decade and thought I would retire from Goodwill. I loved it there. I still love the people there. But another friend came along a few years ago and said, hey, Purdue Polytechnic, we are opening these schools, and the purpose is to get people that are underrepresented to college. And man, that really tugged at me as well, because I was like, I love that work. I've got to be part of that work.
Because you remembered a mama.
Absolutely.
Who wouldn't let you skirt that.
Yes, exactly.
Right. And then now you get an opportunity. Kudos to your mom, first of all.
Yeah.